Hello, this video is going to cover the complete installation of the Rothley 2 indoor ceiling fan by Hampton Bay. This is a dual mount fan, meaning that it can be hung on a standard flat ceiling with the included downrod, or it could be hung from a high or angled ceiling with an extension downrod sold separately. The fan has some great quick fit installation technology like slide-on mounting bracket, AccuArm blade arms with captive screws, and quick install blades that attach in seconds and make the installation much easier. The fan also features a light kit and can be installed with or without the light kit. The light kit features a shatter-resistant plastic bowl that's designed to mimic frosted glass with the added benefit of not breaking if it's dropped or if it's hit with something. The fan also includes 2 LED bulbs, so everything's included for your project. Okay, just a couple of notes before we get started. You want to make sure that the electricity is turned off at the breaker box and at the wall switch. If you don't feel comfortable working around electricity, please consult with a licensed electrician. And one other note is if you're hanging this fan in place of just a light fixture on your ceiling, you want to make sure that the outlet box is clearly marked acceptable for fan support. If it's not, you're going to need to replace that before beginning. So as you can see here, we've already unpacked the fan and we've opened up the manual to the parts page. We're just going to go through the parts to make sure we have everything before beginning, and that way we don't get stuck along the way. So first off is your fan motor. You have the light kit. The finial is pre-attached. You have the frosted bowl. You have 5 reversible quick install blades. The 5 AccuArm blade arms with the captive screws. The ball and downrod assembly. You have the hardware pack with the plastic wire nuts, the hanger and locking pin, and the pull chain extensions. You have the slide-on mounting bracket. That comes pre-installed inside the Canopy, and we'll show you in the first step how to remove that to get started. You also have 2 LED bulbs. Just a couple tools we'll need for this easy project. It's a Phillips head screwdriver. We like to have a line voltage tester to make sure the wires aren't live before beginning. You need a pair of wire cutters and strippers, some electrical tape. If you're installing it without the light kit, you'll need a wrench or a set of pliers, and of course a ladder. So we have everything here. We're ready to begin. Let's do this. The mounting bracket comes pre-assembled inside the Canopy. There are 2 standard screws, 1 on either side, and 2 J-slotted screws, 1 on either side. To remove the mounting bracket, first loosen and remove and save the 2 standard screws. And then loosen but do not remove the 2 screws in the J-slots. Once those screws are loosened, simply twist the mounting bracket and pull up to remove it from the Canopy. This fan features a slide-on mounting bracket for easy installation. There are 2 slots in the mounting bracket that will align with the 2 screws in the outlet box. Just align the slots of the mounting bracket with those screws and slide to hold in place. This is just a demonstration of how it's done. To install the mounting bracket, use a screwdriver to loosen but not remove the 2 screws in the outlet box. With the flat side of the mounting bracket facing towards the ceiling, feed the house wires through the mounting bracket and align the slots of the mounting bracket with the screws in the outlet box, and then simply slide into place. Then use the screwdriver to completely tighten both of the outlet box screws to secure the mounting bracket to the ceiling. Make sure that both outlet box screws are completely tightened before proceeding with the installation. Before installing the blade arms, you'll need to remove the 5 rubber motor stops in the base of the motor. Use a Phillips head screwdriver to loosen and remove these rubber motor stops. You can discard them once removed. They are just to prevent the motor from moving during shipment. Using a Phillips head screwdriver, loosen but do not remove the 2 set screws on the motor collar. Next, gently pull the green ground cable from inside the ball and downrod assembly. Next, unwrap the fan wires by removing the rubber band and then gently stretch them out. Once the wires are stretched out, it's a good idea to twist the ends of the wires together. This will make routing the wires through the downrod much easier. Insert the downrod through the largest opening of the canopy so that the downrod exits the smallest hole of the canopy. Route the wires through the bottom of the downrod so that they exit the ball portion, and gently pull them through until the downrod meets the motor collar. Align the holes of the downrod with the holes in the motor collar and insert the downrod into the motor collar. Then, using the hanger pin, insert the hanger pin through the hole in the motor collar so it exits the opposite side. Insert the locking pin in the end of the hanger pin to secure it. The pin will snap in place when properly inserted. Use a Phillips head screwdriver to completely tighten both set screws on the motor collar. Once the set screws are tight, you can allow the canopy to rest on the motor. Before hanging the fan, it's a good idea to cut the excess wire. This will make installation easier. To do so, measure about a foot from the top of the ball and downrod assembly, and then use a pair of wire cutters to cut the wire. Then use wire strippers to strip off about 3/4 of an inch of the insulation from each wire. Once the wires are stripped, twist the ends to make sure that there are no loose strands. Now the fan is ready to be hung. Before hanging the fan, it's important to note the tab inside the mounting bracket that will align with the slot on the ball and downrod assembly. When hanging the fan, you'll insert the ball into the mounting bracket and then rotate the fan assembly until you feel the slot of the ball engage that tab in the mounting bracket. This is just a demonstration. To hang the fan, lift the entire assembly to the ceiling and note the location of the slot in the ball and the tab in the mounting bracket. Slide the ball into the mounting bracket and then rotate the assembly until you feel the slot engage that tab. The fan will drop slightly when properly seated, and the fan will rotate no further. Begin wiring the fan by taking the green ground wire from the ball and downrod assembly and twisting that together with the green wire from the mounting bracket. Connect those to the bare copper house wire. This is the ground connection. Once those wires are twisted together, secure the connection using an included plastic wire nut and a piece of electrical tape. Next, take the white wire from the fan and connect that wire to the white wire from the house supply lines. This is the neutral connection. Twist those two wires together and secure the connection using an included plastic wire nut and a piece of electrical tape. Finish the wiring by taking the blue and black wires from the fan and twisting those two wires together. Once those wires are twisted together, connect those to the black house wire. This is the power connection. Secure the connection using an included plastic wire nut and a piece of electrical tape. Once all the wiring connections have been made, gently tuck the wires up into the mounting bracket and outlet box to make room for the canopy to attach. To attach the canopy, align the J-slots of the canopy with the two screws that were loosened in the mounting bracket and then slide the canopy up and press up and twist to engage the screws in the J-slots. Once the canopy is set, use the screws that were removed in the first step and insert the screw into the standard screw hole of the canopy and tighten using a Phillips head screwdriver. Repeat this for the other standard screw. Once those screws are tightened, completely tighten the two screws in the J-slots. Make sure all 4 screws are completely tightened. The blade arms attach to the fan using 2 captive screws that are pre-installed in the blade arm. These screws will align with the screw holes in the base of the motor, and the alignment post on the blade arm will align with the long slot in the base of the motor. To install the blade arms, insert the alignment post into the long slot and then use a Phillips head screwdriver to completely tighten the 2 screws. Repeat this process for the 4 remaining blade arms. Make sure all of the blade arm screws are completely tightened before proceeding. This fan features quick install blades for easy installation. The blades are reversible, so choose the finish that you want. Make sure that finish is facing towards the floor. Then you'll align the keyhole slots of the blade, and then press down and pull away from the fan to install the blades. There's a locking mechanism that'll snap in place when the blade is properly seated. This is just a demonstration of how the blade system works. To install the blades, make sure that the blade finish that you want is facing towards the floor. Then align the keyhole slots with the grommets on the blade arm, press down and pull away from the fan to lock the blade in place. Make sure the locking mechanism snaps in place to make sure that the blades are secure. Repeat this process for the 4 remaining blades. The light kit attaches to the fan using 3 pre-installed screws on the light kit. Those screws will align with the 3 screw holes in the switch cup of the fan. Using a Phillips head screwdriver, remove and save the 3 screws that are pre-installed on the light kit. Next, locate the white and blue wires inside the switch cup of the fan and gently pull them down. Connect the white wire from the fan to the white wire from the light kit by inserting the plugs together. And then connect the blue wire from the fan to the black wire from the light kit by inserting the plugs together. Notice that there's a notch cut out on the top of the light kit that will align with the reverse switch in the switch cup. Gently tuck the wires in and align the screw holes of the light kit with the screw holes in the switch cup of the fan, and then use the 3 screws that were removed and saved to secure the light kit to the fan. Tighten all 3 screws using a Phillips head screwdriver. Next, install the 2 included bulbs by screwing them into the sockets. Next, remove the twist tie holding the center pull chain. Then remove the finial and bowl cap by unscrewing the finial from the threaded post of the light kit. Next, feed the off-center pull chain through the slot in the light bowl alignment plate on the threaded post of the light kit. When properly installed, the hole of the bowl will sit flush with the alignment plate on the light kit. Feed the pull chains through the center hole of the bowl until it's flush with that alignment plate, and then use the bowl cap and feed the pull chains through the center hole and off-center hole of the bowl cap, and slide that up and onto the threaded post of the light kit. Secure the bowl cap using the finial. Feed the center pull chain through the finial and then screw the finial onto the threaded post of the light kit. The fan includes 2 pull chain extensions. Connect the ends of the pull chains to the pull chain extensions using the Easy Snap connections. Pull the fan's center pull chain once to turn the light on. Pull it again to turn it off. Pull the fan's off-center pull chain to control the speed of the fan. 1 pull for high, 2 for medium, 3 for low, and again to turn it off. The fan has a 3-speed reversible motor. The reverse switch is located right above the light kit on the switch cup of the fan. Switch down creates a downward airflow for use in the hotter months. Switch up creates an upward airflow to pull warm air from the ceiling for use during the cooler months. Make sure the fan is off before attempting to reverse the fan's directions. Before removing the switch cap from the light kit, you'll first need to remove and save the 3 screws that are pre-installed on the light kit. Use a Phillips head screwdriver to remove and save these 3 screws. Use a pair of pliers or a wrench to loosen the hex nut, and then unscrew the hex nut from the threaded post of the light kit, and then pull the light kit wires one at a time through the hex nut. Next, unscrew the switch cap from the light kit by turning it counterclockwise and unscrewing it from the threaded post. Once it's off the threaded post, pull the light kit wires one at a time through the center hole. Insert the plastic plug from the hardware pack into the center hole of the switch cap. Insert it into the hole and then press it until you feel it snap in place. The notched cutout of the switch cap will align with the reverse switch in the switch cup at the base of the fan, and the 3 screw holes of the switch cap will align with the 3 screw holes in the switch cup of the fan. Align that notch cutout with the reverse switch and then insert the switch cap into the switch cup, aligning the screw holes. Then use the 3 screws that were removed and saved at the beginning of this step to attach the switch cap to the fan. Make sure all 3 screws are completely tightened. Finish the installation by attaching the pull chain extension to the fan's pull chain. Congratulations! The fan installation is now complete. Time to sit back, relax with a nice tall beverage, and enjoy your new fan. As always, thanks for watching, and if you found this video helpful, please click like and subscribe down below, and that'll help other people find the video as well. And as we always say around here, keep it breezy.